Hi, this is Bill Cobb, Appraiser from Accurate Valuations Group South. Wanted to tell you a little bit about a little problem I'm seeing in the northern Ascension Parish market, Gonzales Prairieville market. This is a map right here, and I'm talking about this part, you know, between Highway 42, going down around 431 up to Weber City, in this market right here. I did not really include the Geismar 70734 in the analysis that I'm working on for this appraisal, but this is the map. This is the map area we're looking at right here. Let me characterize the subject property for you. We're looking at a home in Cottonfield subdivision, which is around 2,000 square feet and 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a half-acre. Really nice house. Has a sunroom, above ground pool in the back on a half-acre lot. So this is not one of the, you know, the smaller lots. This is one of the larger lots. Home was built around 2003. One of the fairly newer homes. So that's the market that we're looking at. We're going to look at a sub-market study. Sub-market meaning that the way the appraisers choose their comps is we have to sandwich comps in a sense. We have to pull homes. In other words, for this particular analysis, I pulled homes between 1,850 and about 2,350 square feet in order to kind of bracket the living area of the subject. That is the way the underwriters want us to be able to value properties, is to bracket the living area, bracket the sales price, and bracket the age, so that we can pull comps that are similar size, similar age, similar location, similar features. This home was really nice. Had about a $10,000 upgrade in the kitchen as far as slab granite was concerned. A couple of other upgrades. But this is what I saw in the market that I'm letting you know about as far as concern. Based upon these parameters right now, that this property has 45 competing listings, which is an oversupply, when in the last 12 months only 37 homes that might have competed with those characteristics sold. So there's 8 more homes listed right now than sold in the past 12 months, which would mean there's an oversupply of listings. There's more homes out there than there are buyers right now. The prices are between $194,500 and $299,000, almost $300,000. It's a pretty wide gap. So that right there is what I'm seeing as far as an oversupply. If we go up to the market conditions area, I stated it was a declining market as far as property values, and this I'll show you why. There's an oversupply, which I just showed you, of available properties, and there's a marketing time over 6 months. This is what I'm talking about right here. The sales that I pulled within the parameters that I told you about, this was the market in July of 2008. We keep talking about a correction in the market. There is a correction. The CoreLogic, which is a national home reporting company as far as home sales, reported this past Thursday, April 7th, that the nation is in its 7th straight month of home price declines. Home value declines, home price declines. The greater Baton Rouge market is not immune by any means from those declines. We are declining, and we have been correcting since probably 2008 and 2009. The new construction market in Ascension corrected as well. This was the median sales price based upon, anywhere 1,850 to 2,350 square feet. This was the median sales price, probably around $270 in July of 08. Right now, we're down probably right around 240, maybe a little bit under 240, and that right there is a median sales price change since 2008 of 12%. That's a decline of 12%. The submarket, which we're looking at, this was the general market right here. This is all. This is all this. This was the sales we looked at. The submarket, and again, I chose the same basically. From April of 2010 to April of 2011, just 1 year ago, in April of 2010, there's been a 4% correction in the median sales price of homes that would compete with this particular home I was appraising. So there's been a 4% correction over the past year. Again, this is gradual. It's not a a big slope. It's a gradual slope. As we can see right here, foreclosures really are not an issue for this market, not very much anyway. Since January of 2009 in MLS, we're looking at 6 total foreclosures, or only 4% of the 135 sales that have taken place that would compete with this home. So you're looking at a 4% REO rate, which is not really that excessive, but you are looking at declines from 2008. You're looking at declines from 2010 of about 4%. If I go to the 1004 MC, which is a form that appraisers are now filling out as of April of 2009, this is where the low appraisals issue comes in for agents and their purchase agreements. There's a lot of crying right now, and I mean, I'm just the low appraisals is an issue. This is what the underwriters and Fannie Mae instructs the appraisers to use in order for us to be able to know what's really going on in the market. As you can see right here, this is comparable settled sales 7 to 12 months ago, 4 to 6 months ago, in the current 3-month period. 22 sales a year ago, 9 sales 6 months ago, and now 6. So your total sales are declining. The absorption rate is declining as well. It's not as good because there's not as many homes selling. So we went from almost 4% to 2%. The total competing active listings went from 20 to around 46, 47. So your competing sales are increasing. Your months house supply on the market went from 5 a year ago, 5 months, to 23 months now on the market. So that's increasing. All of this is competition for the subject, for the subject, which is not a positive factor as far as value. The median comparable sales price declined from 247 a year ago to 229 right now in this current period, based upon the sales, the actual sales. The median comparable sales days on the market, the average time it's taken to sell a home, is increasing. A year ago it was 98, now it's 205. It's over a 6-month marketing time period to get a home sold in this particular bracket. The rest is not really important, except for the median sales price as a percent of list price. This is a list to sales price ratio. In other words, if the average agent puts a home on the market in this particular scenario, in this particular time frame, that home is going to sell for 93% of what they listed it for. And a year ago it was at 99%, which was a stronger market. 6 months ago it was at 96%. And now, based on the last 6 sales that have taken place in this market, the sales prices were 93% of the list price, which is a weaker market. So this is cause for concern, and I'm not reporting this to alarm you. I'm just saying this is what the appraisers have to look at in terms of a purchase, low appraisals, whatever you want to call it. We're looking at the real deal. We're looking at the real numbers in this market, not pie in the sky. There's a lot of positive chatter right now on Facebook from the agents about the market's picking up. The market's picking up, and I'm glad it is. I'm glad sales may be starting to tick up, and I hope they do. But this is what the appraisers have to look at right now in the market right here is, a weaker market, declining market, declining number of sales, Sales at this particular time frame are not really picking up in the current 3 months in the first quarter of 2011 at all. So I hope they do start, in the buying season, do start their uptick. But this is what appraisers are looking at, and this is the concern that I have in the market right now for the Northern Ascension Parish market. That's Bill Cobb with Accurate Valuations Group South. Thank you for your time.